If you ever get locked out of your house, just talk to the lock really calmly. After all, communication is key. Bad jokes aside, only a short 8 years ago, I was riddled with anxiety, depression, and I felt like my life was completely out of my control, that things were happening to me, and that the world was really against me. And the way that I was able to shift out of that and enter a really calm state of mind, to get into a place where I was no longer worrying, the anxiety wasn't affecting me anymore. If anything, it went away and got deleted completely. And really just my whole life became better as a result. It happened because of deep inner work. I'm talking about trauma work. I'm talking about those deep, dark corners of your mind. You get triggered. Something happens and it sets you off, and all of a sudden you're in a spiral. You're overthinking, you're getting in your own way, and you're making your own life really difficult. All of a sudden, all of your abilities go downhill as you shut down and really close the world out. At that point, you're just playing defense. You're trying to survive and cope. You're no longer enjoying life, and you're most definitely not thriving. But the power of deep inner work really lets you transform yourself, and the easiest place to start is just to journal your thoughts. Capture what you're thinking about right now. Pause this for a second and really just have a little mental check-in. What's going through your mind? Even if you can't write it down, at the very least, notice what you've been thinking about lately. What keeps coming up? What are the thought loops that dominate your mind? Because if we start with that, we can really do some digging. We can start to understand, why are these thoughts here? Where did I get them from? And what experiences actually originated them? Usually, it's your interpretation of something that happens that develops the way that you think about things. Your mindset really is a result of you and your perspective being applied to different situations in your life. And therefore, if we want things to get better in our lives, we don't look to the outside and what is happening to us. Rather, we say, what can I do about myself? How can I shift my perspective? How can I become more resourceful? And how can I take what's going on in my life right now as an opportunity to grow and make a change? Because so long as you believe that it's not your fault and that it's not your responsibility to have the life that you want, to be the kind of person that you want to be, so long as you don't develop the character that you need to become in order to have what you want, is as long as you'll be chasing after everything that you think you need and continue to be unhappy as a result. Transformation takes place when you make a decision. And I decided to drop my worries, to drop my expectations for every situation in my life, for all the people in my life, and instead I went to work on my own standards for myself. Simple things like showing up on time, or just keeping your stuff tidy, making your bed. Of course, they can help. But greater standards as well, how you show up in your relationships, how you communicate and speak with the people around you, how you really perform in your career and the field that you've chosen to specialize in. Think about what a 10 out of 10 in every area of your life would look like, and ask yourself, why am I not there yet? What's really getting in the way? Aside from all the excuses that you can come up with, I'm sure that when you look in the mirror, you realize that it's really you. You're stopping yourself because you're spending your time on something else. You're not even controlling your own inputs, and yet you expect to be able to control your outputs. And it's this mismatch of expectation and reality that really creates so much resistance. You want one thing, but you behave in a total opposite way. So of course you're not calm, of course you're not relaxed, you're in resistance to yourself. The only way that you can feel inner peace is when your thoughts, words, and actions are all in alignment. Please stop making promises that you can't keep. I'm not just talking about to other people, most importantly, to yourself. When you tell yourself you're going to start working out or eating healthy, or when you tell yourself you're going to begin a meditation practice and continue it every day and do it for at least a year, and then you don't, you stop after day 5 or day 19, that's just not okay. Of course, forgive yourself, and self-acceptance is for a whole nother episode. But right now, I just want you to realize that if you're getting in your own way by not following through on what you're promising to yourself, stop promising it to yourself altogether. and rather just be honest about what you can actually do. What is your true capacity? Maybe it's just meditating once a week or twice a week, or working out and only burning 200 active calories instead of going for 1,000 right now. You see, smaller goals and realistic expectations that you can actually meet make you feel good about yourself. It's simple. You aligned your thoughts. You think, oh, I want to be healthier. You say, yeah, I'm going to actually eat better, but maybe I'll try to improve a little bit this week. I'll add some more greens into my diet, and then action, you follow through. This is a vote for you becoming a healthy person, and it builds your identity and your reality as that person being who you are embodying and then becoming. And by the way, if you really want to become your best self and you want some personalized support from me directly, you want to work with me and have me coach you every week, hold you accountable, check in on you and make sure that you're on the right track, help you have those massive breakthroughs and epiphanies, then just go to erafael.com. Over there, you can book a one-on-one call with me to see if we're a good fit. The link for that is in the description below. Make sure you check it out, and I'm hoping to talk to you soon. Finally, I just want to loop back to the idea of journaling and capturing your thoughts to bring your mind into a calm state. When you create space between what's going on in your head and your awareness, your ability to know that it's happening in your head, actually you gain a lot of power. You gain perspective because it's not caught up in first person anymore. It's not just happening inside your mind and you can't really see it externally. There's now a gap and there's a space. And this is an opportunity for you to really look at what's going through your head and analyze it. Now you can ask yourself, do I like what I'm thinking about? Do I want to continue these thoughts? What might I be able to replace them with that would serve me better? Because if you change your mind, you really do change your life. And if you focus on working and developing your mind every single day, then you become sharper, you become smarter. Yes, you feel better, more energetic, but also you're able to relax and be calm, and you won't feel uneasy. You won't have that worry, that stress anymore in your life will really decline and disappear quite quickly. And all of a sudden, you'll feel like everything is just easier. You can take a breath of fresh air and really just begin to enjoy your life again.